46. So we'll be discussing waiting on that 50. I'm gonna send you the cover for that 50. Shit is tight. So we're gonna be discussing about, you know, the black dollar, keeping it in the community, and all that good shit. So look for this full podcast tomorrow, and all that good shit. Just let me know when y'all ready and now. Black Wall Street, absolutely. So I got in here.
Have you heard this?
Mm-mm.
It's Nas. You ain't heard this?
Mm-mm. I love Nas, I just haven't
It's
like
early.
yeah.
It's early
I don't think I
album.
was born. I was probably born, but I wasn't listening to him. I didn't listen to him until
People sleep on lost tapes. You listen to lost tapes.
Yeah.
Need an interview.
Probably
Yeah.
I need to pick back up.
All right, Mr. Commercial, we gonna make that interview happen. Sound man, just give me the thumbs up when we're ready.
It's a studio back there. It's like a recording studio behind you. Like
Have a
it's
good
booth.
show, my G. Appreciate it.
You might talking to Mike.
Something that might.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
good.
then I can hear.
Mike, check yours.
Mic
Yeah.
check 1
Yeah, you
2 1
good.
2.
Gotcha. Nah, I seen that in the back. I was looking around. I need to walk by the.
That's dope. And that's
Check
Mike
it out.
Mike's the owner. Don't. Is this the one? Is this considered a classic album?
This is Nas I Am. This is one that had his biggest songs on it, Hate Me Now.
So it is a
Yeah.
classic album.
It ain't the ones they call classic is Illmatic and It Was
It
Written
was written. Yeah.
and Stillmatic.
Stillmatic.
I heard Stillmatic. I didn't like Stillmatic like that. Does that make me bad?
No, man.
Okay, because
Music is very. I mean, it's only a few albums that I call super classics that everybody agree on. Like Get Rich or Die Trying, Jay-Z,
Which one?
Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint,
Any Jay-Z.
any Jay-Z, any
Pretty
Jay-Z.
much.
Yeah, any Jay-Z
You gotta
could
take
be a
Jay-Z
classic.
out the.
He's a
Can't
legend.
even,
You can't put
you
him
know.
in the category. He's on his own.
I said Jay-Z don't make albums. He make movies for blind people.
Ooh, that's a bar.
Bars.
That's a bar.
I'm telling you. I take him out of all discussion.
That's a bar. That's a bar. Jeez, that's a bar. Hey man, that's a bar. It's crazy because people like Jay-Z is like those legends that we be like if we wonder like where would Tupac's career be,
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
died. Where would Biggie's career be? And it's so dope to be able to still watch Jay-Z do what he do. Oh, we're good. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna go to 10:16.
You definitely think about where somebody like Pop would have been right now.
Right.
And it's crazy. I was just showing my bro. He never seen above the rim.
What?
I
Really?
had to show him above the rim. Like,
How? How do you miss that?
Best Conversations Podcast, episode 46. Thank y'all for checking out this podcast. I know I skipped a week, but I thought y'all, could marinate on that DJ Just interview and keep eating off of that for a little bit. Yes, sir, man. Best Conversations Podcast, man. I'm your host, Killer TV. I like to have up close conversations with people that I respect, that I feel like deserve that conversation, that deserves that light. So tonight, I have one of my friends in here, Kayla,
Hi.
who runs her organization, Black Dollar. and also she's brought her partner with her, and I'll let him introduce himself.
What's going on, man? I'm Johnny Hackett, member of Black Dollar.
Yes,
Working
sir.
with Caleb hard every day.
He's the CEO.
Yes, sir. Can we get a round of applause for them, please? Yes, sir.
You got applause.
A round of applause for
I
them.
like that. That's
Oh,
tight.
snap. It's something new every time.
So Kayla has been on the show numerous times already, so she's really no guest to the show. So y'all seen her a few times, but I definitely want to get a little more in deep into her story this time. Cause most time we just talking about just some random shit. So this time we're gonna dive in deep on how this organization came to part, how this partnership came to part. But first we're gonna start with you, my brother, on how. on how this started, and first off, just introduce the people to you on how this came apart and in your journey and why you start this organization.
Yeah, most definitely, man. We're gonna start though by saying that Kayla is the bomb.
Kayla is definitely the bomb. Me and Kayla have conversations every week. She's stayed like trying to plug people in, get people in, to the podcast. Always does great work. Work with my homeboy Millie really hard. Kayla's just been an amazing friend since the first day I met her. Just been really dope.
Exactly.
So salute to Kayla. Round of applause for Kayla.
Let's get one for Kayla.
Yeah, Kayla.
Your team is important, man.
Absolutely.
No
Team
matter
is
what
definitely
you're trying
important.
to do, and Kayla is definitely one of those people that get it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, and she always thinking about other people first, like you say, trying to put other people on. That's been Kayla. So I'm very fortunate, you know what I'm saying, to have met Kayla, have her come into my life, and it helped me in even more ways, business wise.
Gotcha.
So definitely shout out to Kayla. But
so where does your story start, my brother? Where'd you grow up and?
Yeah, so I born in Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay.
Moved here '98.
Mm-hmm.
About the 9th grade, I attended Broughton High School. Went to Greensboro A&T after that.
Okay, Aggie up in here.
Aggie
Shout out to all the
pride. Now,
Aggies.
Kayla ain't gonna like that one. But it's all good.
No comment.
A&T, man. But was at A&T for a couple of years before I left, and then came back to Raleigh, entered into the workforce, man. Been with kind of working ever since. I think it was like 05.
Okay.
I was with ACS, Xerox. I know a lot of my Raleigh people, they know about ACS, Xerox, all that, man. That's one of the first ones there. So worked out there for a number of years, man, and just started getting into the entrepreneurship thing about 2009. I think it was, really being in the corporate environment and rising. Me and a couple of my homeboys, Lamont, Ian, shout out to them. We were, we had gotten to management positions.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time we was, see behind the scenes, behind the table, if you will, kind of seeing how things go, and see how, other employees were coming in without some of the skills that, could get them into certain positions, man. So we wanted to do something about it. So we set up a nonprofit at that time in 2009. That was essentially for teenage youth. It was called Life Foundation, Lasting Intelligence for Everyone. And just went into the schools, man, and was just teaching them about like real world stuff. You know what I'm saying? We broke the organization down, two houses, if you will, life skills versus career skills.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going into schools, man, teaching them about credit, healthcare, insurance. Then, the other side of that was like resume prep.
Gotcha.
How to go on an interview, how to do this, do that, as far as, how to gain entry into the corporate world. So we did that for a number of years.
Let's take a step back.
Yeah.
Real fast. Growing up, who was that person instilling all of this knowledge in your house, in your home, like teaching you,
Yeah.
You seem like you was raised really well. So
I appreciate that. My mom would thank you for
mm-hmm.
that. So, and I would say her combination between my mom and my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
I had one of them old school grandmas that, like, every summer they got all the kids, all the grandkids.
Gotcha.
So you had to stay there. You had to do church, non-negotiable, a couple days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Different stuff like that, man. So, but my mom, man, I think, you know, not only her lessons and the stuff that she taught me, but just watching her struggle, maybe as a single mom, you know, raising 2, 3 kids, different things like that. I just, you know, kind of wanted to do a little bit more. I wanted to try to hold my own weight or whatever. So I'm a mama's boy, so I think that, you know, that plays a factor into it, you know, listening to her and, you know, just trying to figure out a you know, better way to do for, you know, her and my sisters and stuff like that. So I would definitely say my mom. And that South Carolina, that, you know, Georgia and South Carolina, that
Right.
down south, you know, upbringing. So it'll definitely instill some of that.
So like about finances and did you see your mother struggle, or would you say I was middle class, or what?
Yeah, I would say maybe the low middle class, maybe, I don't know, paycheck to paycheck. I don't know if that's what that is. But we was all right, man. We was okay. We wasn't, you know, I know there are a lot of situations that are a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? We definitely had some dark days, some dark times, stuff like that. You know, but for the most part, you know, my mom kept us safe. She kept us in decent neighborhoods, kept us around family. So I think that shields you from a lot of stuff, you know, that might be going on around you or whatever. You know, so she did really good with that. But, you know, you know how it is. I think a lot of us, unfortunately, got like the same stories and stuff like that. So ain't none of us millionaires. You know what I'm saying? We all with parents trying to, you know, make ends meet, figure it out like we is. So, you know, that's my story.
Gotcha.
Same thing.
So we gonna try to keep both stories.
Yeah.
And keep them close. Don't let somebody get too far. All right. So Kayla.
Yes.
So your organization is Black Dollar. So you growing up, what did your household look like? Did would you say that you know your parents came from good wealth, or taught you how to manage a checkbook and all that type of stuff?
No, my parents did not come from wealth. My parents were not together. So single parent home. My dad, in my opinion, my dad's side did the most raising of me, because my mom had me when she was 25. So, you know, she wasn't ready. I feel she wasn't ready. So she wasn't really the mother that she was supposed to be for me. But luckily my dad and my dad's side kind of stepped in and did the raising that I am today. Definitely not rich, but definitely not poor, but definitely paycheck to paycheck. So definitely had no money management knowledge. My mother is horrible with money, but however, my dad's side, they were the entrepreneurs. They were the ones always trying to go out and get money, figuring it out, how to go, how to get it, how to make ends meet, how to make it work, make a way out of no way. So being around that kind of shaped my mind of, you need to be stable, you need to be solidified, versus my mom where it wasn't really stable.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, long story short.
Got you. So you went off to St. Aug.
Yes.
St. Aug up in the
St.
building.
Augustine's University.
So what? So your first time out into the real world, and you know, trying to build your own income. What was like the hardest part of that? Like, you know,
not knowing shit, not knowing anything. Like literally having to teach yourself how to get money, like how to go on interviews, how to dress for interviews, what to say, not having any kind of training, any kind of help from anybody. Like just trying to figure that shit out on your own was the hardest.
What was your first real job?
LabCorp.
LabCorp. Word.
LabCorp was my first real job, and that is solely because I had a degree in biology.
Yeah.
Like that's it. As soon as I graduated.
So what type of work did you do in college?
I didn't work study.
Oh, work study. Okay,
I worked in the bookstore,
Okay.
and then I worked as a lab assistant, which was doing nothing but sit in the computer lab doing my homework.
Yeah.
That's it. And then that just went to pay my tuition. And then didn't have a car, so you can't just get like an off-job campus. A job off campus.
Yeah.
It's life.
Yeah.
So why do y'all think that they don't teach money management more in even coming up in like elementary school?
Yeah. I think, you know, because Kayla hit it on the head, man. A lot of us just don't know, right? Like my mom couldn't teach me about money because she didn't, or certain things because she didn't know about those things, entrepreneurship. I had one of my mentors, man. He told me that school teaches you how to go work for somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this
That's
was at the time. This was a 33-year-old white man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was running the building. You know, educated. You know, doing well. And kind of took me under his wing at that time. And when he told me that, I'm sitting back like,
wow.
like, okay, you know, of course, if you go to college and you major in certain things, you get all the money management or training that you need. But how many of us get to go to college?
Right.
You know, it's like the main, you know, school, elementary, middle, high. You know, like I said, they teach you how to go work for somebody else's schedule, hit that schedule, lunch break, end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that's that's a big part of it right there. You know.
Right.
It's a big part of it.
Now, how did y'all worlds cross?
Me and Kayla, maybe, man, when was it?
Like 2000.
14, 15?
Yeah.
Maybe, no, maybe 15, 16.
Think so. Yeah.
Maybe 2015, 2016, man. Me and Kayla met a mutual friend of ours, Bree, man. Shout out to Bree.
Indeed.
But, you know, I was doing, so after the Life Foundation, in that nonprofit, I actually started another business with website development. So, you know, my background as far as corporate goes is been in IT, again, since '05. I've got a talent for that, for design and different things like that. So, you know, me and Bree had clicked up and, you know, I had this great idea for a party, and then I wanted to create something that was going to solidify the websites that I was doing on the side. I was kind of just doing them. There was no business to it. So me and Bree linked up, and we kicked off Out the Box, which was, you know, mainly started to, again, platform where I could do websites. We could do this Harlem Nights casino night party that we did for 2 years, which is an amazing party.
Yeah.
So, and Bree, Kayla knew Bree at that time. So, I got introduced to Kayla. You know, we met a couple times. I don't think we was, you know, Kayla helped us out with the Harlem Nights party a couple times, and I think maybe after the first year, maybe in 2017, 2018, you know, me and Kayla started like really working a little more closely as far as some of the out the box stuff was going and what she was doing for Bree. She's you know, on Bree's team as far as supporting her with, you know, her career and the things that she's doing as far as media. So it was kind of like that, you know. I think Kayla might have recognized that, you know, hey, we can learn, we can pick up some things, you know, that can help me over here. You know, so we started
Kayla
working.
being Kayla, for real.
Yeah, most definitely. So, you know, we started spending time in that way. And then once I created Black Dollar, end of 2018, we didn't launch it until 2019, last year in February, but towards the end of 2018, you know, after I had it ready to go, you know, I'm looking around me, you know, for, all right, who can I get to, you know, who's gonna want to be down with this?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You know, I had a few meetings, a few pitches here, there, and you know, Kayla was on board. You know, so she was like, yeah, I'd love to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, from where, you know, I might have thought Kayla would be when we first started to where Kayla is now. Like I said, Kayla makes Black Dollar go, man. If there was no Kayla, like, we would not be where we at right now. And of course she might say the same thing about me.
Right, I was just about to say.
You know, if I'm telling you, man, like, you know, I had another mentor told me, he said, nobody gonna push your dream like you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, nobody's gonna do that. He was wrong with that one. That's the only situation where he was wrong, man. Like, because Kayla pushed this like it's hers. You know what I'm saying? She work on it like it's hers. And a lot of the things that she does and brings to the table, man, I don't think we're in the position that we're in right now. You know, without that, and without a couple people, you know what I'm saying? It's a team of 6, and we all play our role.
All right, shout out the rest of the team.
Yeah, man, most definitely. Aaron, you already know. You know, he was there with me in the trenches. He was there with me in the trenches trying to develop and design this thing, man. So shout out to Aaron, shout out to Ovita and Dominique.
My sisters.
Yeah, the sisters right there. Yo, and shout out to Eaton, man. Cap is in the house. You know.
Because that's exactly what he would say.
Exactly.
Throw up his little sign.
But you know, Kayla, you know, once again, instrumental in putting that team together. You know what I'm saying? She identified some other folks that wanted to participate, wanted to, you know, actually do more than that. You know, be on the front lines with us. She made that happen. So, you know, it's a good team we got, and Kayla and I'm glad that we got a good little, you know, working rapport too, man, because we're able to bounce things off each other. And she knows the vision just as well as anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So it works out really well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So we're gonna take a little quick music break. We're gonna get into, when we come back, why the Black Dollar is so important in our community, and why it should stay in our community, and just keep getting into these keep getting to y'all guys' journey. So let's take a quick break. This is Best Conversations podcast. You know the vibe. Let's get it. Here's some new Nas.
Oh, new Nas.
That Nas in there.
Right. He like, I'm a teacher today.
Is that what?
I said, Kayvon said, I'm a teacher today. Listen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild though, man. It has been about, was it 2016?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about 2016, man.
16, 17, 19. That's 5 years.
Yeah. That's what's up.
It don't even feel like it.
Nah, cause time go fast when you be working like hell.
Listen.
Hell, this year.
That's what I'm saying.
2020, man.
Launched in 2019, February. Went through that
This whole year, man.
for like 6 months. Then after that 6 months, it just
Yeah, that shit wild,
it's
man.
crazy.
Wow.
Right.
We
So,
gotta
like,
make it 5
and
more
the year
years.
ain't even over yet.
Right. Hell nah. Goodness gracious.
Goddamn Corona.
I don't know, man. This year started. Kayla was at the crib. Kayla came to the crib the day Kobe died.
Oh, geez.
She had just walked in the house. We was having a meeting that day. She had just walked in the house. I had just seen it on Twitter, and I was sitting in the living room. Kayla was like, "What's up?" I said, "Kobe died." She said, "Nah." So we didn't have no meeting no more.
That shit didn't even feel real.
Flipping through channels
But
like,
since then,
where's the real article? Where's the
Right,
real?
yeah.
This ain't real.
Yeah, everybody was saying the same thing. This can't be real.
yeah, man,
This
like
just can't be real.
come on.
And I think said Mamba mentality moving forward, and that's like legit what happened.
Yeah, man. It ain't been right. It ain't felt right since.
No,
Mm-hmm.
not at all.
It ain't felt right since, man.
Alright, let's get it. Best Conversations podcast, episode 46. Hey, applause for Black Dollar up in this thing, man.
These applause is killing me.
Hey, man, we gotta salute Black excellence, man, at all costs. You feel me? You dig?
That's right.
All right, man. See, I run this organization, Black Dollar, man, and tell the people why it's so important for us to buy from us, buy from us, keep that money in the community as we should.
Kayla.
Dang it.
Yeah. You take that.
Well, I feel that it's definitely important for us to keep the money within our community because number one, that is the only way that we can have some sense of freedom, kind of a leg up in this world because as you know, slavery, I ain't about to get into it, but everything has been put against us so that we cannot win. And the only way to win in this society that we're in currently is to make sure that you do have some sort of fund, some sort of foundation, and some sort of plan so you don't have to work a 9-to-5 for the rest of your life, or at least a 9-to-5 that you hate that's not even helping you pay rent. You can't make ends meet. So it's definitely important for us to make sure we keep that dollar circulating in our community because I feel like we're the only ones that care about us. So when we have certain funds in our hands, we actually help out our people versus feeding it back into ourselves. We're givers because we're a very warm and loving and caring and compassionate being versus our other counterparts, and it is what it is. So we definitely have to make sure that we keep the money within our community because we know that it's going to do right. We're going to do the right thing. We're going to do what we're supposed to do with it, which means build us up, bring us higher, make sure we're good in the long run.
We spend the most.
And that too.
We definitely spend.
We spend the most. Like, you know, it's no reason we shouldn't be profiting off that.
Exactly.
In more ways than what we are. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want endorsement deals. I want
Ownership.
Ownership.
Exactly. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You want that money just coming in straight. So, you know, we got to do that, man. We got to take that over at some point. You know what
Absolutely. So your organization shines lights on different Black businesses in the community, and what other things do y'all do as well?
Yeah, the website, you know, it gives you that platform where you can find a Black-owned business in North Carolina. We decided to just stick with North Carolina and not try to go outside of that just yet, because we're here. So, you know, you need boots on the ground and stuff like that. But you know, you can go there. You can find a Black-owned business. You can look at all their information, evaluate them, and then make a decision whether you're gonna do business with them or not. Outside of that, as far as the platform goes, you know, a lot of the events, when we started Black Dollar, man, one of the first things we noticed was like how many businesses don't have a physical space. Right. So there are a lot of Black-owned businesses that are just online, you know, maybe online retail, different things like that. There are a lot of vendors or entrepreneurs that take opportunities to go to, you know, events that provide vendors so they can sell their products. So one of the things we kind of modified late last year in our objectives was, you know, we only sponsoring events. We're only doing events where there's a vendor component there. Because we saw how many, you know, again, entrepreneurs don't have that physical space, so we needed to provide that selling opportunity for them. So that's big. We did a lot of events last year, sponsored a lot of events. Did the same thing this year. Black Flea Market, shout out to them. Black Flea Market this year.
You need to have them on here next. I think I sent you their information.
Yes. You know, we've been, you know, supporting them since early January. They curate these unbelievable, you know, shopping events.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a flea market no more in Raleigh, right? You know, they took that away. So, you know, they got you know, they've been very good about finding the location, you know, getting it, letting the vendors come through, you know, sell their products, and, you know, they seeing 300 plus people every event. So we, you know, fully supporting them. As a matter of fact, we just did a deal with them where we are officially partners now.
Congrats.
So again, shout out to Black Flea Market. So that's something important to us. Outside of that, man, it's this year again, we were just talking about it in the break, man, but it's been weird because, you know, we like to just sit behind the computer, build the website and whatever. But, you know, with COVID and everything this year, man, we find ourselves doing different things. So we raised money for barbers when the shutdown first happened.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing, because that's one of the most essential Black businesses ever.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Is the barbershop and the hair and the hair salons.
Yeah, barbers, salons, the massage therapists, the nail tech. So when the stay-at-home order first happened, I mean, and everybody know, you know, they couldn't do curbside delivery.
Right, absolutely.
And they couldn't go to your house and cut your hair, or they lose their license.
Right.
Yeah.
So we made it very tough on them.
Yeah, so we jumped into action, raised money for them early March, April. We work with Ariel at Knitties and Things, provided free face masks. Shout out to Knitties and Things. She does a wonderful job with her stuff. What else? Project Live. Yeah, Project Live. So
business blog.
Yeah, they canceled events. So again, going back to the entrepreneurs without physical space, they don't have an event to go to. So me and Kayla just came up with an idea, get their products, do like a QVC type show in the living room, sell the products. We built
that was really dope. That was really dope.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
let
really
them, you know, just let them, you know, sell their products, man. So we did that. There's just a lot, man. Just, you know, trying to support Raleigh.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Raleigh and Durham, man, especially Durham, man. Durham has a vibe, some type of this vibe that's a little different, a little culture I definitely feel it when I'm there, especially the black businesses. Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely a vibe. That
Kayla looking at me because
It is a vibe. It's a
man,
I think so.
we like Durham, man.
Yeah.
We think Durham is
From there.
definitely. Kayla's from Durham. She's not gonna speak ill on Durham. You know,
Raleigh might.
I'm from Raleigh, but I don't see that either. You know, because I'm like you. I've felt that Durham vibe being in Durham when I'm in Durham.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the history of Durham.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, by no means, man, Durham is it, man.
There's a couple of blocks on Durham that feel different. Like it's this one. It's a little bit further out of downtown, like we're by the railroad tracks. It's like a mosque there.
Oh yeah,
and,
that's exactly. That's East Durham. That's close to where I stay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like.
I like that area.
Yeah,
That's
I see they done put a little something right there to try to get the gentrification going.
Yeah, they trying.
They put it like a donut, like a coffee shop right there.
Coffee shop.
Right.
I haven't even been there yet.
Yeah.
It's like a rooftop up there.
Yeah.
2 stories.
Yeah, they trying to get their gentrification
I don't
early.
know how it's gonna work with that
Mm-hmm.
mosque being there, and it's a Arabian grocery store right across the street. They have a little Jamaican club right there. So I don't know how successful that's gonna be if they are trying to gentrify that area, because it's kind of locked in tight.
Right.
But you know, just trying to unify a little bit.
And even downtown Durham, like the Buku Cafe, is it called?
Bayou
Bayou Cafe.
BU.
Oh,
yeah.
BU. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a dope spot.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times. I love that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Durham is, we said it from the beginning, man. Durham, what we're trying to do in Raleigh, Durham is the mark.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They definitely the bar where we're trying to meet to. So we keep striving for that, man.
Right.
We got some good collaboration out of Durham. We'd like to get more.
And I think there's plenty of black businesses in Raleigh as well, but it just doesn't feel like that whole vibe yet. Like they're probably there, but a little spread it out.
I think Durham has more of the physical,
the
like
physical
presence
locations.
and the physical history,
Right.
if you will, downtown Durham, different spots like that. And not to say that Raleigh doesn't, because I'm actually becoming aware of a lot of history that Raleigh has as far as black-owned businesses. But again, I think Durham's is just a little more mainstream, a little more public, a little more known, still black owned in a lot of those spots. So they're able to they have a good foundation that they're working with.
So if I want to find a black owned gas station, all I gotta do is come to your website.
That's it, literally.
It's funny you say gas station because we got one.
One. It's
we
one.
have one gas station, right? But so in Black Dollar, it's not people have to come and sign their business up. So we're not out there like researching black owned businesses and then put them on there. We don't want to get in any trouble.
So there's only one black gas station in Raleigh, between Raleigh and Durham?
It's actually in Durham.
It's in Durham.
That's the one that we have. And again, we're not saying that's the only. We quite
okay.
Sure
Yeah, absolutely. That's the one. That's the one
that
that y'all know.
Exactly.
Yeah, they came to us.
They came to the
signed up.
website, signed up, registered, and then it's in there. That's all people have to do. Like if you're a black-owned business,
Tell the people how can they sign up.
Oh, it's right there. You have to go to www.
Official Black Dollar.
Black Dollar, spelled correctly, .ninja. Go to the top page. It says register. You click register. It's gonna take you less than 10 minutes. Probably not even that long anymore.
Yeah, I mean it's free.
It's free. You register your
all
business,
you
upload your logo, boom, you in there. Simple.
That's beautiful.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Like Johnny said, it's free. Free 99.
Yeah. So how crazy did y'all website, or could y'all even see the traction? Was that a few weeks, not about a month ago? Mm-hmm. We had that Blackout Tuesday. What it was?
Yeah. Oh, Blackout Tuesday.
Blackout Tuesday.
Yeah.
Could y'all really feel the effect?
We were feeling the effects as soon as COVID hit. Mm-hmm. And then the protests downtown Raleigh happened. That's when we really started feeling the support.
After that.
Yeah. Skyrocketed. That's how we found the black-owned gas station.
Right.
When everybody was like, "Do y'all know a black-owned gas station? Do y'all know a black-owned gas station?
Yeah.
You know where a black-owned gas station is? We need to find a black-owned gas
We was
station."
getting calls,
Getting
man.
calls,
like,
literally.
Getting calls, like,
Hitting up
where's
in the
black-owned gas
DMs and
station?
everything.
So I think we put a post out to try to find
If
one,
there
and
was
then
one.
one came to us. So Instagram's been good for us. It's been really good for us. We don't have a Facebook business page, but Instagram has been pretty dope. And people been finding us and being that we can put out messages like that pretty good. So.
Now this is my only concerns about black businesses.
Don't
And I
say
think-
nothing crazy.
I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. I'm just gonna say what everybody else feel, and
You
everybody
gonna say
know.
something about customer service.
You know that's where I'm going.
Uh,
You know that's where I'm going. You know that's where I'm going.
okay.
Because we all knew that that Black Tuesday was coming, the Blackout Tuesday was coming, and
Right.
and I wanted to support so bad. I went to my favorite barbecue place in Durham. I'm not gonna blow them up because I don't want to mess up their business.
Tell us later.
I'll tell you later. I'll
Okay.
tell you. I'll tell you all tonight.
Okay.
But the line was so long, and it was just like, and the lady was just, I ain't gonna say she was rude on the phone. She was like, I just can't talk. I can't do it right now. Like, I mean, just like, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like, man, like we gotta, and I mean, I know that was a hectic day, but it's just customer service is really important. That's why once Chick-fil-A opens, the line is super wrapped. You ain't never see a Chick-fil-A
That's
when
the
the
extreme.
line
That's
is.
That's the best example though.
I
Chick-fil-A,
know.
I mean,
Chick-fil-A
they-
story
training
is like the
they
best.
They have, but customer service is super important.
I
Like
agree.
coming in, being friendly is just.
Of course.
It's just really important, and I go to a lot of great black businesses where customer service is amazing,
Yeah.
but just sometimes
It's-
I've been to some that's
I don't
just a
have
little.
an answer to that.
It's hit or miss, man. We do that to each other a lot, and I think we are gonna be our own toughest critic when it comes to
Absolutely.
that. But I mean, I've had just as many bad experiences with white-owned businesses and other
Absolutely.
businesses.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I've worked for them. I've
Mhm.
worked for some of the worst. Anybody knows Sprint? Everybody knows Sprint is like the worst cut
I
time
can't
warning.
believe T-Mobile and Sprint joined up
Word.
together.
Yeah,
Like
man.
y'all, the two people with the worst service.
Well,
Yeah.
pause. T-Mobile has great service.
I don't,
T-Mobile over you.
I don't know.
I think when you have those situations though, man, I think you gotta I think you gotta call them out.
Yeah.
So if you and again, this is with any business. If you have a bad experience, I think you tell them about it. There are different review mechanisms now. People are scared to get a bad review on Google or something like that.
Right.
They see a bad review on Google. They trying to
star.
fix that. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
But they got like these corporate people that come in and see it and they delete it and they keep all the good ones up.
Well, that's on their page. I don't think they can delete you can't, if I go to a page and I put a 1 star, that's there. They can't delete that. Only thing they can do is respond to it and try to fix the situation, but that's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these reviews online have become very important to people, especially when you're searching for stuff online.
Right.
So I think, I think we gotta show a little more patience, man. I know a lot of times we're not the best customers.
This is true. This is true.
We're not the best customers.
This is true.
We quick to talk about the customer service at a business, but we're not
But
the
how
best
do you as a
customers, man.
person?
I've seen some stuff where if I was working there, I would have got fired.
Right. I try. Me personally, man. I try to be extremely patient because I've worked in customer service. Like I've done that type of work before, and I know how how it works, how all that works. So I try to be really nice when I come to a business, but in the grooming and looking like you want to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just as important. Like so. Not just putting, butts in uniforms and saying go out there. Like, we want well trained people that's happy about the job. So, employers treat your employees right and make them want to be there. That's
maybe
just
they
as
just weren't
important.
used to as so many people at that one time. So they're just like, overwhelmed and they're tired. So you just have to go off situations
Yeah, man, I
too,
mean,
because
they don't
they're
have
not
the
used to
infrastructure.
exactly.
Like a Chick-fil-A that has a whole staff.
whole
Typically,
staff.
a black-owned business, small
Health
staff. If
benefits,
it ain't just
all
them
that stuff.
themselves, and they trying to, manage the business and do what they do, and they probably had a bad day. And I don't want to, make excuses, but I do know we start from behind the starting line.
Right.
A lot of different stuff, man. So, it's an uphill battle.
You gotta have patience all the way around.
Yeah, most definitely.
But also, you gotta let them know when they're giving you shitty service.
Yeah, like I said, you got to, man. You
And
gotta
where
let
there's
them
one
know.
black business, there's another one. If you don't like that one, go check another one out that does the exact same thing.
Facts.
Say less. So we're gonna take another music break, and then I want y'all to tell me some of y'all favorite places that the people should be checking out. Your favorite black businesses in the city, Raleigh, Durham area. What's the vibe? What you want to hear?
I get to choose.
Yeah.
I want to hear. You heard of Imevi?
Just take my computer.
It's gonna take too long. I'm gonna just go with what you got down. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, just go on.
I'm gonna just do this.
Just go on the search bar and do your thing.
Yeah.
I got it. Tony Braxton.
Who is this?
Tony Braxton.
Oh, okay. So you didn't even find your song.
I did, and I just saw that one.
All right. Best Conversations Podcast. Black Dollar up in the building.
You went with the Tony.
You can never go wrong with Tony. I mean, you can on some of her songs, but not that one. I feel like Killer got like 10,000 songs on there.
Use Tidal? You on Tidal?
He use Apple. He use Apple.
As we talking about black
No.
We Tidal over here.
No. Don't you get more with Tidal?
Yes, you get a lot more. I told him that before.
They stream whole
Get
they stream
books,
Dreamville.
Get
I
podcasts,
was
you
at
get
the crib.
concerts,
I was at the crib watching Dreamville.
you get
on the big
Beyonce
monitor.
albums.
I felt like I was there.
Mm-hmm.
At the back.
He gonna cover up his mic. Oh, it's okay, Killer. We gonna switch you over one day.
Right. Yeah, you gotta work on that, Kevin.
I think it's because he got the Mac.
Tidal work good on there. Tidal works great. They need some development help though. They do need some.
Who Tidal?
Yeah.
I agree. I like how they got their new setup when you play a song. Sometimes
it's
it
getting
has
better.
the whole picture, and then it's like moving. Cause T Grizzly's album,
They
it was
just
like a moving
They
cartoon
just started
thing.
adding GIFs to the album covers.
Really?
Yeah. So like all the album covers will move a little bit now.
Oh
Yeah.
snap! They getting there.
Yeah. I've been getting my emails.
Best Conversations Podcast.
Mad as hell.
So between the break, they was giving
That's
me
that customer service.
they was giving me shit because I have Apple, and they said we talking about black businesses and why you ain't got Tidal.
We Tidal over here.
Tidal.
I think I am gonna switch to Tidal, man, because
Do it.
they say like they sounds better than
10 times better.
Apple.
Now they do have that different, yeah.
For
It's
real.
only $9.99.
Yeah, I think I paid it. Yeah, $9.99.
I mean 15 for the max.
Oh,
the
for
sound.
the
though,
sound.
The hi-fi.
The
Okay.
high-five
Yeah,
15.
sound, yeah.
And you can add as many people as you want.
Five.
Yes.
5 people, $15.99. I
Yeah,
think I'm
family
paying 14
Yeah.
with Apple.
Oh, you can pay $1 more.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, Black Dollar up in the building. Yes, sir. Black Dollar. So, let's talk about some of y'all favorite black businesses in the city. Like what's some places, if you're not from the Raleigh Durham area and you just coming in town, what's name a couple places that you would recommend?
You want to go first?
I think a lot of people probably heard of Oro downtown.
Durham.
Restaurant. Raleigh.
Raleigh,
Downtown
okay.
Raleigh. Downtown
Say that
Raleigh.
again.
Oro. O-R-O.
Okay.
O-R-O.
Is that the joint on Glenwood?
Nah, that's that is Wilmington Street.
Wilmington Street. Okay. On the other side.
Oh no,
downtown.
actually going back up, so that would be not Blunt Street, but yeah, that is Wilmington Street, right in the heart of downtown, man. I think Davie Street is across the street. But Oro is a good restaurant. definitely check that out. We talked about BU Cafe in Durham. So those are the 2 restaurants, Raleigh and Durham. That's pretty dope. And again, when I say, nice, talking about the inside, you wouldn't even, like we might typically think, right? You look, this black on? Yeah.
Okay, that
like,
type of vibe.
It's nice. It's nice like that. So I like both of those spots, man. I like a lot of, like, there are a lot of, like, brands, between from Raleigh to Charlotte, to be real. People that have a lot of different type of clothing brands and different things like that you can follow and that you can check out.
That's a dope thing about social media, man. It's just like once like you got an idea, you need t-shirts, you need like the black brands. Like social media can connect those dots really fast for you now. That's the beauty of. I ain't really here for all the other craziness. That part of social media I love.
Yeah, you'll see that all the time, man. We probably, there's so many out there, man. Large clothing, that's a good little brand that's out there. Loving You Quietly. I think I'm rocking their shirt today. Negroes is fed up.
Oh,
that's
zoom in
hard.
on the shirt.
Zoom in on the shirt.
Negroes is fed up. That's again Loving You Quietly on Instagram. I know she appreciate that love. We appreciate that. I'm rocking all my buttons from Cute as a Button.
Yes.
That's a dope, cool.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's black owned. Shout out to Tip.
Yeah. Exactly. I forgot about that. I be forgetting, man. But who else, man? Got a lot of artists out there. I feel like I want to drop the artists we've been working with. Young Productions, Brittany. Creativity, Kendall Owens out there.
Knitters and things.
You need some artwork. Yeah, knitters and things. Artwork is
We say what now? Ninjas and things?
Knittings
and things.
Yeah.
Okay. Ariel will make you anything like knitting and stitching, like
hat, shirts,
crazy.
Those bikinis, pants, blankets,
man.
everything.
Yeah.
She dope.
There are a lot of talk about like a lot of the businesses we've been seeing in Black Dollar lately who've been registering, man. A lot of insurance companies.
That's
a lot of insurance companies. Yeah. And from health, auto, life insurance. I mean, the whole 9 yards. There's a lot there. A lot of caterers, obviously. So you got a difference between like actual restaurants versus actual, caterers, or people that may have food trucks. We went to a Smackin' Plates. Released a couple weekends ago, man. Dope dude, dope brother.
Shout out to Polo.
Yeah, man. Great food too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So a lot.
Shout out to all the brothers and sisters with the really dope food trucks in the city, because Raleigh and Durham keep the dope food trucks. Like even our brown brothers and sisters with the Mexican food, or whatever else y'all say, taco trucks, whatever it is, man. Shout out to y'all, because I'm a sucker for a damn taco truck. For real.
See, counseling. We had a couple counseling businesses there. A lot of counseling. Thinking through the history, there are a lot of counselors, and like we put them in a health and wellness type category as far as mentoring and mental health counseling, man. And you probably need that right now. So everything we going through, stuck in the crib, you definitely want to reach out to one of them. The fitness instructors are there. Yoga. Shout out to Colors of Yoga, Patrice Graham. I think one of the first Black-owned yoga studios in Raleigh. So now she does a great job with her stuff. Real estate, a lot of real estate agents come forth in Black Dollar, different things like that, man. So it's a wide variety, man. I think Kelly was talking today, 620 businesses in the directory right now.
That's amazing, man.
And
that's dope.
It's all around, man. It's all around. Some people doing some great things, man. And we say, man.
AMI Studios better be in there too.
AMI Studios, yes. If you need
by the time I get home,
right. The studio I record this podcast in every week is definitely Black owned, and y'all definitely AMI y'all need to register on that too.
Yeah, man. But what we saw, man, like, and this kind of goes back to what you were speaking about earlier with the customer service, man. But we've again, doing this since February 2019, knowing a lot of these entrepreneurs intimately, how they work. Black people full of talent, man.
Absolutely.
So
from the
You,
head
you
to
know
the
a brother.
toes.
If you know a brother that know how to cook, he gonna want to go open a restaurant.
Right.
Now, he not gonna want to run that register. He not gonna want to do social media or the marketing or the
Right.
finances. He want to stay in the kitchen and cook.
Right.
So, me and Kayla's job became how best can we arm these entrepreneurs, the talent,
Right.
with the things around them
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna help them with the customer service
Right.
or expanding their restaurant from, you know, one place to two places, or from the food truck to the restaurant, or from the kitchen to the food truck,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, right? Like, how best can we pair them with these people? So I think that's where our networking with other businesses and organizations in Raleigh has helped us a lot, you know, to match those folks up with stuff. And Kayla's a big part of that again. All the networking and talking that she do to all these other people, and everybody love Kayla. So, you know, if we need something, we send Kayla in there, you know, and
after
Kayla
some
come out with it.
Some coaching, because I be complaining sometimes, like, how you know we want to talk?
Absolutely. All right, man. So, man, this has been very enlightening. Man, the things that y'all doing in the community is amazing, very well needed. Two young people that's educated, talks well, you know, knows what they're talking about. Very important. So that's I had to have y'all up here, and it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to meet you, my brother.
Appreciate
And
that.
Kayla, I thank you for everything
No
that you do. I gotta shout out my favorite black restaurant, Big C Waffles. It's my peoples right there. If you ever in the Durham area,
Big C.
that should be. You know how when people used to run to Atlanta, be like, I'm going to Gladys Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah.
When you come to Durham, that should be
Big
part of it.
C's.
Come to Big C's, man, and definitely hold it down.
Yeah, shout out to Big C.
Yes, man. Shout out to all the creators out there and entrepreneurs doing amazing things in our community. Any shout outs before we get up out of here? Tell them lastly again about the website and how they can find you and all that good stuff.
So you can find us on Instagram at officialblackdollar. You can find us at the website at www.blackdollar.ninja, like hiya, like ninja, spelled the way it sounds.
Yeah. Or just search Black Dollar NC on Google. Will come up. Our SEO is doing pretty good right now.
And
matter of fact, when you search Black Dollar, we number 2, right behind Rick Ross.
Drop the stats.
Black Dollar mixtape.
Drop the stats.
We cannot beat Rick Ross. It's a Black Dollar mixtape, but I'm coming for you, Rick.
any shouts before you get up out of here?
Just shout out to everybody who supports us, who's authentic and genuine and really rocking and riding with us. Just always gives us positive energy and is really down for the team. You know, so that's it.
You?
Yeah, I say the same thing. I'm gonna give a special shout out. Kayla like this one, but we're gonna shout out Veronica Creek.
Oh yeah.
In the city of Raleigh.
Yes.
You know, the manager of the Office of Economic Development and Innovation, Veronica Creech, has been down for Black Dollar
from the beginning,
and has put us in some positions to succeed out here, man. So shout out to Veronica and everything that you do for us.
Yeah, love you, Veronica. Seriously.
Absolutely, man. So this was another episode of Best Conversations Podcast, man. We're creeping up to that episode 50 that we're gonna have a little. I don't know. We'll find out. We find out when we get there, man. But make sure y'all like and subscribing at all your favorite platforms and all that good stuff, man. Thank y'all again.
Thank you for having us.
For being part of this episode, man. You know how we end this thing every time, man. Keep God first, and I promise everything else will work itself out, man. Best Conversations Podcast.
Right. Appreciate you.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Thank you.
I like his outro music.
So what?
I like his outro music.
Yeah, that's dope.
Very enlightening.
Oh,
Stuff right there, man. Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.